Hi everyone, welcome to the Introduction to Occupational Health, Part 2. In this part of the chapter, we will be discussing the Industrial Revolution and development of occupational health. Subtopic to be covered includes phases of Industrial Revolution, working conditions during Industrial Revolution, the effects of Industrial Revolution, and past legislation. With that, at the end of this part of the chapter, you are expected to be able to summarize Industrial Revolution phases and discuss the effects of Industrial Revolution towards the development of occupational health. As we learned in Part 1, Industrial Revolution starts after a process of social changes. Industrial Revolution happened in 4 phases. Each phase started mostly based on advancement of technology and inventions. So in short, first phase happened in British textile industry due to the introduction of flying shuttle machine powered by animal and later by water turbine that dramatically increased the speed of weaving that consequently increased demand for yarn. After that, more inventions like spinning jenny and water frame were later powered by steam engine fed with coal, fully optimized in huge cotton mills. Second phase is known as the phase of division labor and mass production of steel, rapid growth of railroad industry, replacement of sail ship with steamship, and the use of new technology in agriculture. Phase 3 is all about finding new energy sources, which is electric. There is also a significant growth in automobile, telephone, and petroleum industry. And lastly, Phase 4, the phase we are living in. Inspired by the technology found in World War II, such as aviation, aluminium, electronics, plastics, nuclear power, computers, and automation technology used in the military has been adopted into everyday use. Let's have a close-up to all phases in Industrial Revolution. The first phase happened mostly in England and France around 1750 to 1850. In England, the revolution took place mainly in textile industry, as described in the beginning of Part 2. It is empowered by the process of positive feedback between spinning and weaving, which speeds up the yarn making process dramatically. The icon of the first phase of Industrial Revolution are child labor and industrial town. In France, the art of wine distillation process has brought a huge impact in terms of the advancement of science and technology and the growth of self-taught amateur inventor and the enforcement of patent law. Second phase of Industrial Revolution happened around 1850 to 1900s. The second phase are characterized by the propagation of revolution to other industries and the organizational changes. The Industrial Revolution spreads and propagates into other industries such as transportation with the building of railroads and steam locomotives, chemical industries with the derivation of synthetic dyes to color the textile from the chemical aniline, and manufacturing industries where Charles Goodyear encountered a method of rubber vulcanization process to help manufacture a durable rubber tires for automobile. At this point, the phase has undergone an organizational changes where the existence of modern corporation versus traditional family-owned firms and the presence of trained professionals like engineers and scientists versus self-taught amateurs. Moving on to the third Industrial Revolution that happened between 1900s to 1945. Due to a World War I in 1914 to 1918, the third phase of Industrial Revolution focused on energy, communication, transportation and petroleum technology development. The major indicator can be seen in transportation industries, where the inventions of internal combustion engine and vulcanized rubber tires had led to the rise of automobile industry. Due to that, demand for automobiles had inspired Henry Ford to install the first moving assembly line for the mass production of an entire automobile. His innovation reduced the time it took to build a car from more than 12 hours to 2 hours and 30 minutes. Isn't it great? Fourth phase of Industrial Revolution starts at 1945. In fact, we are living in and experiencing the fourth Industrial Revolution ourselves. Technology used in World War II has influenced the direction of the fourth Industrial Revolution. When the war is over, the idea to adopt and transform the military technology into consumer products is well received. We can see some of the military technology widely used in our everyday lives. For example, in aviation, plastic, nuclear, aluminium, electronics, GPS and computers. The technology to build a war aircraft has been adopted into commercial airlines where we can travel around the world. Nuclear bomb technology used in World War II has been recognized as a potential new energy sources. In fact, countries like Japan, United States of America, France, China and many more has ventured into a nuclear power and built a nuclear power plant to supply electricity to the consumer. The smartphones, tablets and computers we use today was inspired by the first computer, which is as tall as 30 meters. Can you imagine how advanced the technology we use now? However, the price of advanced technology needs to be paid by the workers during the first until the third Industrial Revolution. They work so hard in a very harsh condition to supply, invent and commercialize so we can enjoy the fruit of their labor. Children and women need to work long hours in a very dreadful condition as all the men are saved as a war power. We have seen the pros of the Industrial Revolution in the form of technological advance. Now, let's see the effects of Industrial Revolution to the community's safety and health and in the perspective of workers' safety and health. The industrial town has attracted people from all over the place to migrate to the town. The urban migration leads to grass widower, alcoholism, prostitution, overcrowding, malnutrition, and spreads of epidemics. Workers are exposed to new safety hazards as new machinery introduced to the system. They are supposed to work for long hours and they need to work continuously to meet the demand. However, due to the concern towards worker safety and health, a series of legislation has been passed. The first passed legislation was the Factory Act in 1819. It comes with a restriction of children younger than 10 years of age to be employed, to limit the working hours to 10 hours maximum daily, and to protect young persons in all types of textile mills. Second Factory Act was passed in 1833 when the appointment of factory inspectors were made compulsory, and a doctor is needed to certify children's age. Due to the birth registration policy, Factory Act 1855 was passed when doctors were no longer needed to certify children's age, and they were given a new task, which are to check for medical fitness and to investigate accident. The third Factory Act also requires the workers to undergo medical surveillance, and any accident or disease need to be reported to the authority. Now let's recap. Industrial Revolution has 4 phases, and the revolution are parallel to the technological advancement. For the sake of technology advancement during the Industrial Revolution 1 until 3, women and children were exploited to work long hours in the harsh conditions. Series of legislation were passed to protect women and children from occupational hazards. Now, as you already can summarize the Industrial Revolution and discuss the effects, we will look into the occupational health disciplines and implementation in Malaysia in Part 3. See you again. Bye for now.